Hello there, my name's Gina Gardiner and I've got over 35 years experience of developing leadership at every level. Those people who are just coming into the world of work are so important because by nurturing them and helping them to become the consummate professional quickly, we create a workforce which is much more efficient. Not only that, but by developing their potential, we ensure that we future-proofed our businesses. I ran an organisation with just under 100 staff for over 20 years, and it became an award-winning organisation. And that was because of the way in which we developed people. Starting people off in their career is really, really important. How you actually appoint them and then induct them into your way of being is vital. We want people who are going to behave professionally, people who are going to short circuit the development into productive members of staff quickly. When I first started, people reached their optimum level of operation around the 3-year mark. What I wanted to do is to short circuit that. And so I created a whole system for developing professionalism at every level in my new recruits. This is a distillation of everything that I learned. This offers you a jargon-free approach to becoming a consummate professional. And it's designed to be used in 2 different ways. One is for those people who are ambitious and want to get ahead, who are leaving school or university and want to demonstrate that they are not only a professional, but they are ambitious in the right way. The other use for it is for organizations who want to engage their new recruits in a constructive and positive way and help them become the consummate professionals quickly. It's looking at a whole range of themes. It starts off by helping people create a good application, a good CV, but then it talks about interview technique. And it's useful from both sides. So if you are someone who is going for an interview, it talks about how you can prepare for that and also how you can make the best of yourself at an interview. But I've also helped many people learn how to interview and to get the best out of that process. By reading this book and recognizing how we're preparing people to go for interview, it's also a great one to help you prepare to interview them. And then looking at things like accepting criticism. One of the things I hear so often when talking to people who employ young people who come from school or from university is how difficult they often find it to accept criticism. The importance of communication, and again, recognizing that communication is a two-way thing, that you have 2 ears and 1 mouth for a very good reason. Effective listening, premature articulation, and young people are particularly prone to that they open their mouths before they put their brain into gear. And communication, whether that's phone or email or letters, presentations to impress, effective meetings and how to chair those, and being assertive without being aggressive, and taking the initiative when that's the right thing to do and when it isn't, planning and anticipation, and the art of managing people. Because remember, you don't only manage people down in terms of your team, but you have to manage across and be a good team member. And there's lots there in terms of how to be a good team member. But also you need to manage your boss, and to do that in a constructive way. Then managing stress and overload. It's a really comprehensive little book that is designed to help your people become the very best version of their professional selves very quickly. It has a companion book, and the companion book is designed for managers, looking at many of the same themes, but from the manager's perspective. And I'm going to talk about that in a separate video. If you are somebody who's going into the world of work, it's not a bad thing to read both books, because ultimately recognizing that being a member of staff is challenging, but being the manager of staff is even more challenging. Recognizing it from both perspectives is really helpful. Now, you'll find the link to both books in the description below. You'll find all my leadership books, and I've written a whole range of them, available on Amazon. Just go to my author page. That's Gina Gardiner, Gardiner with an I, and the details are in the description. If you're a parent and your child is just leaving school, college, or university, this is a great little present for them. It will set them on their way in a really constructive and productive way. So I'm very excited about people leaving the world of education and going into the world of work. It's very different. And sadly, many young people are not prepared for the world of work through their education. It's a very different world. It's like moving to a different planet. And this helps you recognize how you can utilize your experience so far in a very productive way, and how you can learn the new stuff really quickly. So you'll find the links in the description. Do go and have a look out for the other leadership videos that I've created. I've done one for each of the leadership books that I have written, all designed to help you become better, more successful, but enlightened leaders. Thanks for joining me. Bye-bye now.